Ladies and gentlemen, happy first of the year. Happy New Year to everybody that is here today. Welcome to the number one show in the cryptocurrency space. The boys are back. It's the first of the year. The super cycle officially starts now. Let's welcome in our co-host, Rodney Sorensen. Rodney, how you doing, brother?
Living the dream, brother. Never been better. Happy New Year, Jake. Happy New Year to the chat. Obviously the market's kind of dipping down a little bit today, but we do have a lot of things to be excited about today. Just overall this last year. And we have a lot of drama to get into, Jake, because the X world is going insane with Elon Musk, Vivek, and Patrick McDavid, and H1B1s. And oh my God, it's crazy.
It is crazy. Hold on. Let me know. I'm testing this. Let me know if you can hear me. You can hear me now. Can you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. It was muted. I just want to make sure. Yeah. The world is falling apart if you're on X. Rodney, I took the last 2 days off of social media.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, I'm much happier. I feel better. I wasn't on X. I wasn't on Instagram. Usually we're on this shit. I know you and I have the same kind of routine. We're on this shit 24/7 all day long. I took the last 2 days because I was in Miami celebrating my mom's 70th birthday. We came back on the 29th, and I decided to turn off my phone. I watched Squid Games. I went on walks. Squid Games, that's what it's called? Yeah, Squid Games season 2. Went on walks, didn't touch social media, didn't text anybody, wasn't on my phone at all, and surprisingly a lot better. Also, Rodney, what I decided to do, and I think we both decided to do this, leaving some of our bad habits in 2024. Let's talk about that. New Year's resolutions. A lot of people think New Year's resolutions are a joke. I think they're actually good. It gives you a chance to kind of reflect on what you did good in 2024, what you didn't do good.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've decided to leave back in 2024 is the number one habit that I had, very, very bad habit, which was nicotine.
Yeah, nicotine.
Rodney, I was just calculating. I was like, from my waking hours in 2024, I probably had spent about 90 to 95% of my waking hours with a Zin in my lip.
For sure.
Which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
We would take one out, put one in.
Yeah.
So I think
it's a tough habit to kick.
I'm 2.5 days strong. It's honestly, man, it's like the hardest thing you'll go through. But once you get to day 3 or day 4, you feel better. But yeah, that's what I'm leaving in the past. What's one thing that you're leaving behind? And we'll ask to chat that as well. Then we'll get into cryptocurrency news.
Yeah, for sure. My fat ass. So Jake, I've been kind of gaining a lot of weight, but there's a reason for that. I'd stopped doing other things like so much. I think that I'm like just eating a lot more to stop doing those things. But definitely getting back in good shape. So I'm giving myself a timeline about 6 to 8 months to get into optimal shape, because that's how long it's going to take if you do it slowly and carefully. And we're going to be looking shreddy for the summer, and obviously nicotine too. So we agreed that we're going to quit this time together. No other forms of nicotine, and that's how we stay on track, right? No cigars, no vapes, nothing like that. So that's how we stay on track. So
I'm never going back, dude. The last 2 days were fucking miserable.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's crazy. But I mean, dude, when you really think about it, I did a lot of research too. When you really think about it, nicotine, you have nicotine receptors. It binds to that. And every time you do nicotine, you need more nicotine. Now, when you keep nicotine, it's like smoking a cigarette all day long and never putting it out. That's kind of what we were doing. Like we were just literally putting a Zin in all the time. So, your brain is just getting flooded with dopamine. You always need more. And it's one of those habits that I was like, look, I'll never go back after this time. I think I've quit twice now. And like, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. I'll quit. Like
this time for real.
I always give myself an excuse. Like, I'll quit after the next bull run. After going through, I think I'm on 2.5 days now, 56 hours, whatever it is, 60 hours. I'm never going back to those little pouches that you put in your lip, although they are the most delicious things in the world. And they do feel good. I will never be going back. So we're leaving that in the past. Let's see what everybody else wants to say.
Someone said leaving broke behind. Someone said smoking joints. That's pretty sweet.
Good. Weed is, I think apparently weed is one of the most addictive things that you can ever put in your body.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to smoke a lot of weed back in the day. Yeah, it's so bad for you. But at least it made me slow. People are like, well, Joe Rogan smoked weed, Snoop Dogg smoked weed. And look at them. It's like, yeah, they smoke weed and are successful. They don't smoke weed and that makes them successful. They're just successful guys. So keep that in mind.
This is another one too, man. I actually muted so I have like Telegram muted, Instagram, Twitter.
I always
muted.
Yeah.
I muted my text messages.
I always do that. Doing. I have you approved and a few other people approved, and that's it.
Can you approve people on text messages?
When you go to do not disturb, you can put exceptions. So it's like you, David, a few other people that are the exception.
Oh no, I like not do not disturb. Like I went to notifications and muted my text messages because I'm even on do not disturb, but you can swipe up and see who texted you. So like you want to look for that. No, you can't even do that anymore. Like it's just like
I mean, when you run a business, you got to make sure people that are hitting you up that they need help.
Hey, guess what, guys? If you need help, you can call me. My calls are on. So if you need something important, you can call me. I'll have my phone on. But text messages are now muted. I'm moving differently here in 2024, Rodney. I love all my friends. I love all my people. But yeah, we're going to be cleaning it up. Trying to keep. The most important thing that you can have is just mental focus. I want to read a quote here. I just screenshot it from Just Mike. He posted on Instagram, Rodney. And I thought it was pretty powerful. Then we'll get into cryptocurrency news. Is this a crypto show? I forgot. So he said this. The most important thing is to be there. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, just be there. That's where all the magic is. That's the whole game. Happy New Year's. And I feel like when we're on these phones, devices, Twitter Spaces, live streams, Telegram messages, Twitter DMs, calls, text messages. There's so many things just pulling you from the present moment. And it is important to just be there. So we're getting back to that. Yeah, we're getting back to that in 2024. Let's take a look. How's the crypto markets looking at the start of the year in 2025? Can you believe it?
Yeah, we're starting to move to the upside a little bit.
$94,204 Bitcoin.
Nice.
ETH is at $3,300. XRP at $2.21. BNB at 706, Solana at 191. So before I get into the rest, guys, I will say crypto looks fantastic to start 2025. Incredible. Dogecoin, 31 cents, a $47 billion market cap. Cardano, surprisingly, if you looked at all the other prices, Cardano down below $1. If you look at Solana at 191, XRP at 224, you would probably think Cardano would be trading above $1. Tron, 25 cents, pretty strong. Avalanche at 36 cents, pretty strong. Toncoin holding at 546. Chainlink is at $20, which I believe we were up. What were we up to last month? Was it $35 for Chainlink? Let's see.
Chainlink was doing very, very well.
We had a $30 Chainlink, so now we're down to $20. I might actually. I don't own any Chainlink, Rodney.
Yeah.
I might swap some USDT or USDC for Chainlink today. I do think it's going to have a good month. Sui holding pretty strong at $4.18.
Yeah, absolutely. Sui, man, being obviously the premier altcoin, in my opinion, this cycle, never got to experience the top of a bull cycle and really resilient to a lot of the dumps we've had. Dipped down to about $3.50 and just pumped right back up.
Absolutely. Shiba Inu still a $12.5 billion market cap. How about BitGet token? What's going on to this? Anytime that an exchange token is running like this, I don't know. It just doesn't really make that much sense. BitGet has done a two to one swap. Does that have any reason? I mean, this thing literally, Rodney, look at this. On a month ago, it was at $1, and now it's at $5. Like, what is going on? This doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but one thing I have noticed is that, obviously Coinbase has been under fire a lot recently with a lot of the accounts getting frozen. Binance has lost some of the market share when it comes to just dominating the entire crypto space in general, even though it still is, but the market share is lower than it was last cycle. And I do think there's room for other exchanges to do good things, especially since the SEC may be, kind of letting up on some of this regulatory, some of the regulatory actions, but maybe it's just another legit exchange. I'd have to do more research into it.
Dude, there is something fishy going on.
Okay, Jake.
Rodney, the market cap, dude, this is an exchange token.
Yeah, maybe people like it.
Going on with exchanges. Rodney.
You don't know that? People
Rodney,
like BitGet.
The market cap was $1 billion last month.
Okay.
And 10X. It ran all the way up to $11.6 billion. I'm telling you, there's nothing that exciting happening in the exchange world. There's something interesting going on before the end of 2024.
Sherlock Holmes, ladies and
with
gentlemen.
a lot of funds. I'm just telling you the truth. Happy New Year's to Older Fatter.
What's up, Older Fatter? How you doing?
That's Big James. That's Jimmy Hill's father. Welcome to the show. We love you. Thanks for supporting every day. But I'm just telling you guys, look, allegedly something fishy going on there with BitGet. I mean, that makes no sense. If you've been in crypto long enough, you know that no exchange token is going to pump 100,000+% multiple times towards the end of the year, right before January 1st. Something fishy going on, most likely. Okay, back to the crypto news. Let's see what else we got here going on. That is how you make Rodney big. Talking about Rodney. Polkadot falling down a little bit in the top tokens here. Obviously, Stellar, HBAR, and BitGet all flipped Polkadot, which is not good, but still holding around $6.
Can we talk about the fact that their little icon for Polkadot does some cool shit and no one else does that cool shit? What's up with that?
Yeah.
What do they get?
Have to pay for that.
No one else has it.
I think Toncoin does too.
Really? That's sick.
That is pretty sick, although doesn't really do anything with the price.
No, it does. Funny. It's cool.
Remember Ton changed their logo like 10 times in 1 week?
Figure it out, guys.
Once the CEO was fucking, I don't know why Dot does that. Everyone else should do that.
Yeah.
And then Pepe, top 23 token, Ronnie, trading at a $8.1 billion market cap today.
Nice, yeah.
So that is what's going on in the crypto space. We'll take a look at the meme coins in just a second, but let's get into some news, Ronnie. I know we got a lot of crazy news going on. I'm excited to hear about it.
Before we get into the drama, we're going to focus on the cryptocurrency space, but the big drama does affect cryptocurrency in some way. So Bitcoin's highest yearly close in history. So that's what we just had. Happy New Year, guys. And if you look at the green candle from 2021, obviously we had a $69,000 Bitcoin, immediately dumped after. So looks like Bitcoin, obviously biggest close of the year, even though we're not at, $110,000, which we hit recently. That's pretty sweet. So awesome. We'll talk about that here in a second, but check this out. So over $7.11 trillion was added to the U.S. stock market in 2024. So a bullish, 2024 altogether, and I think a lot of that kind of came near the end, right? A lot of that bullish sentiment after, Trump was elected or president-elect. Obviously, we had the inauguration in 20 days, which is going to be extremely bullish, I think, for the crypto space, but pretty bullish news, and just want to make sure that we get the bullish news out of the way. Now, let's talk about this real quick because this is big breaking news. There was a terrorist attack in New Orleans, which is crazy, right? So Fox News reports that the man who committed the NYE New Orleans terror attack crossed into the U.S. from Mexico via Eagle Pass 2 days ago.
No way.
And it says Biden and Kamala have more blood on their hands now. I'm going to be honest. Some of these right-wing pages on, and look, me and Jake are more conservative than not. Like we're not crazy on either side, right? But we're more conservative than not. Obviously, we're big Trump guys, right? But some of this shit is so cringy and corny sometimes. It's like, let's just talk about the situation and not blame people. People are dead, okay? But let's listen to this real quick because I thought it was interesting. But obviously, 10 killed plus 35 hurt after truck plows into crowd in New Orleans. Can y'all hear that?
No.
Okay, let me.
That's fucked, man.
That's crazy. Yeah. So entire screen.
Yeah, it's so sad. I woke up. I saw that, and
I put my screen back up.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's just sad news, man. That this, people are out there celebrating a new year, 2025, and 10 people killed. I think the number actually went up. 35 plus hurt after a truck plows into a crowd. That's just.
So let's listen to it. It's 30 seconds.
According to federal sources, the suspect drove a truck with that Texas license plate. Okay, so this is just coming into our newsroom. This is from Griff Jenkins and David Spunt working their federal sources on this. The suspect drives that truck with a Texas license plate right through Bourbon Street. According to their sources, to Spunt and Jenkins, this person came through Eagle Pass, Texas 2 days ago, okay? So we're going to leave that up on your screen. And these are just those new photos. I just keep thinking, from covering these things and also from going to these big events. And
so that's the word on that. That's interesting. And, obviously rest in peace to the people who passed away. It sucks that, you can't just go out, to, enjoy time with people without these things happening. And that's why, Jake, I always care. I always have my gun on me, bro. I'm always strapped, baby, especially in the great state of Florida. I'm strapped, baby, because you just never know. But obviously something like this.
I mean, your gun,
crazy.
Your gun can't prevent this. And at the end of the day, man, it's like, you can't live in fear, though. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm not going to go to a New Year's event because something could happen." We have to just get to the bottom of like what this is and the root cause of all these things. But I think that police should do a better job at protecting it, right? Didn't we have something similar to this happen in, was it France or Germany on Christmas Day? There was a man that drove into an event on Christmas Day and killed a bunch of people. There are ways around it. I'm pretty sure Times Square has they put trucks and barriers to block this through. It's a new way that people are doing these terror attacks. That's what it is. It's a terrorist attack. And it's sad. And obviously we feel bad for the victims and people who lost their lives for doing nothing wrong, trying to celebrate a new year with their friends in New Orleans. But at the end of the day, I don't think that you can live life in fear and, say, I'm not going to go to these places because this could happen. I think stuff like this has been happening forever, Rodney, right? And now that we have the news and Twitter, you hear about it more often, but there's been bad things happening. There's good things that happen as well. And I don't think you can let, things like this allow you to live in fear.
No,
but,
of course not. Yeah, of course not. But it is super sad that you just can't go out.
Sad.
You know what I mean?
On New Year's, it's messed up. Just like the Christmas one that happened. I think it was in France or Germany. It was one of the two. But Yeah, I mean, not really much you can do to prevent a truck doing this, That's the unfortunate thing. So prayers for all the family. And very, very sad, and obviously not the best way to start the new year.
Absolutely not. All right. You want to get into some of the drama here because we have an infighting with just right-wing people. And here's the thing, though. I want to make this clear, and this is why we love like X. There's as many people coming out and calling out Elon Musk and stuff like that, and they can have a platform to speak on. No one's getting their account banned, even though some people are said they're getting demonetized, which is interesting. I don't know what the algorithm is for that, but other right-wing people have gotten demonetized, and they sit there and bitch and moan about it and stuff like that. But it's just like YouTube, where except YouTube's a little crazy when it comes to banning people. You could speak, but maybe some things you're not allowed to be monetized for. I don't know what it is. I don't know the algorithm. I'm not sure if it's actually completely ironed out and how they look at that. But some people are being demonetized, but they still have a platform to speak on. We're just not going to pay you for it, kind of thing, right? But obviously, immigration, right, has been the hot topic, Jake, of this last election cycle. The most important, right? Which is, and it's illegal immigration. Now, there's a lot of people that are, you can say right wing, that don't like any immigration, right? They don't like legal, illegal. They don't like any immigration because they think it's taken away from American workers. This is the big story. This is the big topic right now. Now, illegal immigration, we can all agree is wrong, right? Obviously, you want to make sure you do the right things to come into the country. But if you're coming here legally to work, which that's what these visas are for, right? To work, that's a different story. But they argue that a lot of these tech people like Elon Musk, like Vivek, like Patrick Bet-David, and we'll get into some accusations here in a second, that they're abusing that system and choosing illegal immigrants over American workers. And Elon Musk is replying saying, essentially not saying that, well, it's maybe some, Americans are too dumb for some of these jobs. That's the consensus, right? Now, I think that people in general, Jake, hold like tech jobs at a higher level than linemen, which probably at the highest levels make not the same amount of money, but linemen can make good money. The hard working kind of, construction, those type of jobs. People hold tech jobs over those like as a value, like a plumber who owns his own business. No one really holds that kind of job like high. But we can agree that they're both pretty damn important, right? You want to have a competent plumber as well. You want to have a competent coder. So that's where I think the kind of like the fighting's coming from, is that some of these pages don't like the fact that these right-wing people, they're infighting right now. They don't like the fact that these people are hiring immigrants over Americans with these H-1B visas. And we'll get into some contradictions because Trump backed Elon Musk on this. But I got to say, we got some contradictions from our boy Trump. So first thoughts about that. What do you think about that kind of immigration?
I mean, I actually missed all this. I saw it happening. I think I was in Miami taking some time off. But at the end of the day, it's like this country was founded on immigration, right? Yeah. My family immigrated here from Hungary and Ireland. Your family, I think you said you're Danish, right?
Yeah. So one half of me came here, not against their will, and the other, came on a boat. So,
so the whole country is, unless you are a Native American, right? Yeah. Which we came in and took their land, and not very good. You are an immigrant. So I think that at the end of the day, a majority of people are here as immigrants. The whole issue is that you don't want people just going across the border. The H-1 visa is designed for people to come here who have high skills, entrepreneurs, businessmen that can add value to America. They get a visa pretty easily because it's very, very difficult to get a legal visa here, or legal immigration, legal citizenship here in America. So I have no problem with it. And I think what Elon was saying when he's talking about people that work at Tesla or SpaceX engineers, he's saying that most are what ethnicity? Is he saying that a lot of them are Indian?
It's a lot of big fights with Indians in America.
It's a lot of Indians. And look, I mean, realistically, Indians are very, very intelligent. Oh, they're very intelligent, just like Chinese, like or Asian. And it's because the culture too. I mean, like, I think a lot of people in America are good at business, right? They're CEOs. They have savvy, right? A lot of like people that I know, but maybe not. Maybe most Americans are not necessarily the most book smart. They're not the best coders. They're not the best engineers. They might be the best doctors, but just from my sample size of friends, it's like a lot of my friends are not necessarily the best coders. They wouldn't understand what to do with coding, but they could understand how to run a business. So I have no problem with it, Rodney. That's my take. My long answer to it is that I think that we should have H-1 visas, and we should pick the best people around the world and bring them to America to build here in America. And I don't think that these jobs should just go to American people. I shouldn't say, hey, we need the best engineers at Tesla and SpaceX. Let's give it to an American just because they're an American. Well, guess what? SpaceX and Tesla would not be where they're at today if you did that. So hire the best, whether they're white, black, Indian, Asian, it doesn't matter. Hire the best people for your company and bring them here to America.
That's how I say, if you're having open heart surgery and they're like, hey, who do you want for this job? Same thing with DEI, right? Same thing with, it doesn't matter. I want the person who's most capable for the job. And I think that the issue is that people are holding these tech jobs at a higher standard than the other jobs we want to bring back. But we got a little contradiction here, Jake. Check this video out. So this is Trump backing Elon Musk last night. Pull up my damn screen right here. Pull it up. So he's backing Elon Musk right here.
Why'd you change your mind on H-1B visas, sir?
I didn't change my mind. I've always felt we have to have the most competent people in our country. We need competent people. We need smart people coming into our country. And we need a lot of people coming in. We're going to have jobs like we've never had before.
But sir, you said you changed your position. You plan to go to the...
Okay, so love Trump. Let's check this out, though.
I love the point too, Ray.
Yeah, check this out.
Starkly different H-2B visa program, which is for unskilled workers like gardeners and housekeepers. Of course, you could drive yourself crazy and try to track Trump's position on anything at any given moment.
I fucking hate NBC. I hate CNN, but this was kind of some fire here. This little section of it.
In 2016, of course, he called for, guess what? The H-1B to be banned.
Nobody knows the system better than me. I know the H-1B. I know the H-2B. Nobody knows it better than me. I know the H-1B very well, and it's something that I frankly use, and I shouldn't be allowed to use. We shouldn't have it. Very, very bad for workers.
So the H-2B, obviously is a little different for unskilled workers, right? The H-1B is for like skilled workers. So if we're bringing people here on a visa for like gardening and shit, and they're legit people, and they're like, because I think the issue is like we don't want people here that are going to come here and commit crimes and do and just not add value to our society. But when you drive around in like rich neighborhoods, who's doing the fucking work? It's a lot of Latinos, you know. So there's a lot of contradiction, right? Do we want people here to do the jobs that it's interesting.
I think you need both. I think you need both visas, right? You need to incentivize. And I haven't done a deep dive on the visas in a long time, right? I had an Italian girlfriend. I was trying to bring her here. Very, very difficult if you don't have a high skilled job. I had another friend who was a CEO, entrepreneur. She built very, very nice houses. She got a visa here very easily, right? But the H1 and the H2, you need both, Rodney. You need engineers who are from different countries to help build these companies here in America. And you also do need people who have the chance to legally immigrate here, like he said, to do gardening, housekeeping, etc. You need both here in America because realistically, one of them, Americans are not good at the engineering jobs and the high-skilled jobs that they're hiring people from other countries for. And then on the other hand, construction, gardening, etc. Most Americans don't want to do those jobs.
Let me tell you something.
That's the truth.
That's the fucking truth. I've had different experiences. When I was in Virginia, I had white house cleaners. Not good for the price. Let me tell you something. Cutting corners, terrible. Get some Latinos down here in Florida, they fuck it up. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys. And I'm from Southern California, and like Mexicans are the hardest working people. I'm telling you, you go to a sushi restaurant, you got a bunch of Mexicans working there, tastes like authentic ass sushi. You know what I mean? Like they keep, I'm saying like they're the hardest working people, and not all of them that enter the country are bad people. But I think we want to weed out the ones that are bad, that are not going to be productive members of society. I think that's the difference, right?
That's it. Just come here legally. We should make it easier. We should make it easier for people to come here legally. Because like I did try, like I said, I did in Italian. Very, very difficult. Actually, you know what the word is to get her here? Impossible. Impossible. I think you were the one saying like, yo, because every time she came here, like, dude, they were so strict at the LAX airport. She'd have to leave 3 months after. If not, she has like a 10-year ban. Someone said, hey, just drop her off at Eagle Rock and let's pick her up. And she'd be here for life. She'd get money to come here. And I think that's actually true, which is kind of wild. But the moral of the story is, look, we need to deport all the bad. And I think they want to deport everyone, which I think is kind of crazy. Like
they got to figure something out.
The border czar wants to deport everyone. I say deport the bad people and then let more people come in legally.
Yeah.
And do it the right way. And that would be good for America. But we're not president. Thank God. We don't have to make those decisions. Hopefully they make the right decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying like, when you come here on a visa, obviously they're tracking you, that you're trackable, those sorts of things. So it's different than coming in here illegally. And people say, oh, not illegal immigrants that come here, are breaking the law. It's like, the act of coming here illegally is breaking the law, you dingus. You know, you fucking
Yeah,
weirdo.
just come here legally, dude. We all did it, right?
Yeah.
We're all legal immigrants here, right? We were born here, but our family did. My family came to New York, to Ellis Island. They changed my name from Gagan, Geoghan, to Gagan.
Yeah.
What it is today, from Ireland. We did it. You guys could do it too. Welcome to America, the greatest country on earth.
Absolutely.
Ronnie, did you know in 20 days we got a new president?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's bullish. That's super bullish. I'm pumped for the inauguration. It's going to be absolutely insane.
Are we going to be there?
I think we got to be there, right?
I think we go. Chat, what do you think? Should we fly to DC for Trump's inauguration?
Yeah, baby.
I mean, that honestly, dude, is a once in a lifetime opportunity, you know, just to be there. And it doesn't matter who the president is, right? Whether it's Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, like just to be there at a president's inauguration, that's once in a generation, especially when it's Donnie J. Donnie J coming back.
I just hope we have some crazy liberals protesting. Like, remember that lady was screaming?
Oh, we will. Oh yeah. We will interview them all. I already have the idea for the vlog, the reel. It's gonna start with us fucking doing a little Trump dance, YMCA, and then it's like, hi, I'm here with Karen. Karen, you're protesting Trump, and just have her
tell us why you hate him.
Yeah, we got to get some. We got to get some. We got to get some swag, man.
Yeah, Jake and Rodney stormed the Capitol. Yeah, I love that.
Dude, we got to get some swag. We got to get matching red MAGA hats and matching
Maximus
and matching trench coats, Rodney. We need trench coats.
Nah, nigga, we're gonna look like we're gonna shoot up the place. Nah, hell no, we ain't wearing no trench coats. That's weird.
Right, you know what a trench? That's what they all wear. Trench coats.
Wait, why do they wear trench coats?
Because it's like wearing a suit in the cold. It's like a coat.
Is it gonna be cold? It's probably gonna be cold. Yeah, I know. I don't.
Trench coat is. What do you think a trench?
I know
coat
the trench. Yeah, Neo from the Matrix. I don't know. To me, it gives me weird like school shooter vibes.
It's literally what like Trump and all these people will wear at like just nice.
I don't know if it's
suit.
trench coat. I think it's like a suit coat.
Okay, suit coat. Maybe I don't know what a trench coat is.
Like a trench coat.
Maybe I'm the guy that doesn't know what a trench coat is. Eh?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a broad thing, but I think of creepers like wearing trench coats. You know?
Nah, trench coats are swaggy.
Okay, maybe it's a suit trench coat. I don't know. Maybe, I get what you mean. I'm not wearing a fucking trench suit coat, dick.
I'll show you. Hold on, I got to pull it up.
I know.
Yeah, trench coats are swaggy, bro.
Let's see.
Men's trench coat. Yeah, bro. What you talking about? This is a trench coat.
When I think of trench coat, I think of this. And, you know, when you send me, show me yours, and I'll send you. You know, I'll show you. Okay, see, that's different. See,
this is swaggy, bro.
Yeah.
I could see you wearing this one, little gay boy.
Maybe it's a pea coat. This is what I was thinking here. If you want to show yours.
It looks like you. Oh, what is this, bro?
Yeah, that's what I thought in my head. And a fedora, you know?
Okay, yeah. No, different.
All right. Yeah, you want to get into the PBD dude? Or you want to do the meme coins go? Yeah, pea coat. Pea coat's what I'm thinking, yeah. Go to the meme.
Okay. What's up, Dom? DC Dom in the house. Tokyo Dom.
Dude, Dom posted his New Year's wrap up. He got me fucking screaming in Virginia. Dom, yes!
Yeah, Dommy was cooking all year, baby. Speaking of DC, DC will be there. Dom will be there in 2025. Gonna be a banger. Shout out to Dom Woods. Absolute legend. Yeah, let's get into Kekius Maximus. Some crazy shit going on with Elon, bro.
Yeah, so we'll get into the PBD and then the Vivek Ramaswamy. Interesting.
Oh, let's go back to that then. Fuck it.
Oh,
that's what we were on.
All right.
Yeah, I like that.
So Patrick Bet-David is under fire right now because he's pretty much bitching and moaning to Elon Musk about the community notes, which I think is interesting because community notes can be done by anyone. So check this out. So Patrick Bet-David, hey Elon Musk, I appreciate the value of First of all, I love PBD. I think we all love Patrick Bet-David.
He's a legend, bro. I met him. Rodney, you think I'm big?
He's big, bro.
Dude, this dude fucking mugged me. He's like 6'6".
He looks big on my phone, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's a big guy. So what's going on? I like him. So I'm obviously going to take his side. Let's see what happens.
So, hey, Elon Musk, I appreciate the value of community notes in fact-checking misinformation, but this particular note falls short of the platform's stated objectives. It feels more like a personal attack tied to my stance on H-1B visas. So more visa drama, right?
What is his stance, you know?
He likes them.
Okay.
We'll get to more of that stuff here in a second. Resembling the flaws of Wikipedia. So this is a reference from Wikipedia. Obviously, Wikipedia has been under fire, but Elon Musk is it's big drama, right? Where anyone can spread libel or defame someone's character. Doesn't this undermine the integrity of X's commitment to fair and unbiased information, right? So this is what he said. As an immigrant from Iran, I saw this as an edge. I didn't mind working 80 hours a week. I didn't mind the competition. All I wanted was a shot. This used to be the American way. Time to return it. Take a min to read. And the community note says this. Patrick Bet-David made his money by founding a predatory multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, which he then used to market himself as a business guru on YouTube. He's essentially a scam artist. Damn. Which I saw a video on the MLM thing. You know, a lot of businesses are shady like that, so not wrong. But then he got community noted again, and it says nobody at X has editorial control over community notes, including Elon. Community notes can provide missing important context. They don't just correct factual errors. For a proposed note to be valid, users have to previously must agree that the note is helpful. So you can get a wave of people like in a blog or a forum that could mass upvote something. I think it can be flawed, right? But
I don't know, man, because that's a tricky one, right? Because
yeah,
I feel like that's an opinion. Like Patrick Bet-David is essentially a scam artist who started a predatory multi-level marketing firm and then launched a fake. Like that's probably a couple people agreeing it. Whereas you could see it from both sides. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would say Patrick Bet-David is a guy from Iran who came here, immigrated here, and built a very successful insurance company, which he still runs, and then launched a YouTube business, which he's very successful at, interviewing some of the best people in the world. So I feel like that community note there, Ronnie, it's opinionated.
Saying scam artist is interesting. You can't say
opinionated.
That. Yeah. If you watch the video on this little business model, it seems like a pyramid MLM thing. Just my opinion.
Is it insurance?
I'll send you the video.
I thought he started like a pretty successful insurance firm, but he's built multiple successful businesses. To say he's a scam artist, we understand how hard it is to make content and be consistent at it and like what he's done.
Absolutely.
So I do think the community notes is a little bit flawed because I think it's just a select amount of people that agree to something and publish it.
Well, anybody can make community notes, but people upvote it, you know?
So how does it work? Do you know how community notes works?
Yeah, you can go to edit. I already agreed it as helpful. Like I thought this was helpful, right? But you can go and edit it and upvote, and you can change it yourself, you know?
So the power's to the people. So it's just that many people.
Exactly. So
that you can see how it could be biased, right?
Well, then, I would think, honestly, and then Elon Musk obviously posted about it. It says the best way to ensure community notes are as accurate as possible is to become a contributor. The system is completely decentralized and open source, both code and data. Any manipulation would show up like a neon sore thumb. No one at X, including me, has any editorial control. And this is a response to PBD, right? The way the system works is that the people who have historically disagreed must agree that a note is valid to be shown. So here's the thing. Enough people agree on that statement. It's not just some attack. It's enough people. And if we're gonna moderate people like that, it's like, well, the majority of people don't feel that way.
I get it. I could see how, think about people like Andrew Tate with big communities that glaze them all the time. Like anytime I put out a negative Andrew Tate tweet, I have like 1,000 comments telling me why I'm wrong.
Yeah.
What if there's a community note for Andrew Tate where people, they say something that's true about him, but there's enough community notes where people say it's false because he has such a strong and loyal community, and there's not enough people on the platform that are doing these community notes, right? So there is some sort of a flaw. I think the only way, like Elon said, is to get everyone to start voting. That way you get like the real public opinion about what's true.
Yeah. I think you can, can you get into it right here? I don't know. But I think anybody can do it. I think there's a process to it. And the thing is, like, if you want to be the change, get in there. I mean, if you watch the video on, PBD is a very successful guy, but it is interesting right now.
A very what?
It is interesting. It is interesting.
He's a very sexual guy.
He's a successful guy. So the quartering
is
another
very sexual guy,
popular right wing kind of guy, which is interesting. Big in the conservative, space. This is the infighting. Fun fact: Patrick Bet-David only hires 30% white people for his companies. Make of that as you will. So this is PBD on white nationalists. Because now we're having because look, I've seen a lot of real white nationalist racist shit on X. And I'm not going to sit there and cry, but there's some real racist shit on X. You see, like I've seen videos of, like, black people like doing some heinous things, like what? I mean, just like, like robbing stores or breaking things. And, I'll see a comment saying, well, there's only one race that does this and shit like that, and like,
I think that there's everything though. I think it's like, just depends what you're looking for. It's like, As a Jew, there's so much anti-Semitic stuff.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying,
as a Muslim, there's probably so much stuff to you. As black, as white, I think that there's just so much negativity, and that's what kind of comes to the top to every race.
Yeah. So check this out. So this is Patrick Bet-David had to say about the H-1B1 stuff.
It's results. So my only concern with this argument is, yes, keep the jobs in America. Yes, give the jobs to American graduates. Yes, make it competitive here. And if some of these guys are coming here that are the smartest people, why not keep them? Why not recognize them? Why not respect the fact that they create jobs? One of the tweets I said, our founding fathers, a guy responds back and says, those are not your founding fathers. The guy posts a picture of the Shah of Iran, says that's your founding father. But that tells you what, a part of this, there's nationalists and there's white nationalists.
Yeah.
White nationalists, Vinny, don't want people like us here.
I know.
They just don't. White nationalists are a very different model.
Where's he from?
And they can have that argument, but this got very ugly very quick.
Yeah,
right?
You're spot on with the white national.
And that is true. That is true, and let's see what this guy says. Poor PBD, the same guy who mocked dead Palestine children and God, he's getting crazy. You know what I mean?
Jeez, dude, his comment section sucks.
I know. And that's interesting. Now, this is another story that talks about how Vivek Ramaswamy, and obviously when Patrick Bet-David made this comment about as an immigrant from Iran, I saw this as an edge. I didn't mind working 80 hours a week, blah, blah, blah. And Vivek says the reason top tech companies often hire foreign-born first-generation engineers over Native Americans isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit, a lazy and wrong explanation. A part of it comes down to the C word culture. Tough questions demand answers from it. And I do think it's a culture question. Like we said, Jake, a lot of Asians I grew up with, I mean, it's like one of those things where it's a stereotype because it's true. Like Asians and foreigners just have a different work ethic. They're very, mom is home, dad is very involved. They have, when you have like a nuclear family, like a family that's put together and a dad who's always there, kids are more successful. And I'm not saying that it's like that for everyone, but most
true, bro. It's
true.
It's not perfect, right? It's not perfect, right? Not every family from Asia is going to be hardworking and intelligent. Not every family from America is going to be late. It's not perfect, but a lot of the times it's true. The most successful family I know here in America, they immigrated from Lebanon. My good friend Nadim, his sister, they literally, so they started school at 2 years old. They learned 3 languages growing up, French, Arabic, and English, right? Fluently by 3 or 4 years old. They both graduated high school at 16, which the average American graduates at 18, right? Top of their class, valedictorians. One goes to University of Miami, becomes a doctor. The other one goes to University of Florida at 16, top of his class, and gets a great degree in business. So, and that is because their parents taught them very young to work hard, right? Discipline. To be good people, to study very hard, because we have the opportunity to go to America. I think they immigrated here legally, by the way, when they were both like 10 and 8 years old, respectfully. And then they're living out the American dream. So, and I think Nadim watches the show. He might be watching it, but that is because, look, my family wasn't doing that. I wasn't
either.
To learn.
I don't even know my dad.
To learn 3 languages here in America. It's because we were already here in America, right? We already had it good. So I think that's another reason too, is because people understand that where they're at, it is not so good. And if they can immigrate here to America and make something of themselves, right, and get that H-1 visa because they're hardworking, then good things can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I don't even know my dad. Like that stereotype about a black dad not being there, if the fucking shoe fits, but yeah, when you're here and you're born here and you have all this opportunity and stuff, and it's different than coming here and living in a place that's crazy, war-torn, some of these places. And I do get it, right? But and this is the big argument right now. People are like, oh, you don't hire enough white people. I thought you didn't like immigration. It's not.
I thought we wanted DEI. Like that was the whole thing, though. Like literally last year was like you have too much white people. Now 2025 is we need more white people.
I don't fucking
I'm
know.
So confused with what's going on in the workplace.
What I do like about X is X is like the platform. Like you have a lot of like left-wing people talking shit, and they're allowed to do that. That's what this is about. I love it.
Why are people getting banned though? I saw that.
They're not getting banned. They're getting demonetized.
Jake Shields.
They're getting demonetized. I don't know.
For what though?
I don't know. What are they saying?
What are they saying? But I thought that you are allowed to speak freely on X. Like whether
you can, but do they have to pay you for it?
That's a good point. They're not getting banned. They're getting demonetized. That's a good point right there. It's like, you can say whatever you want, but we're not going to pay you to say these crazy things.
Yeah, because if they say some real, like, think about it with advertisers. We got to be like, we got to have some sort of like advertisers, right? These motherfuckers like say some dumb, like Myron Gaines always fucking just being like super like edgy and racist, like whatever, fine. You can, it's not going to, the algorithm not going to stuff you because I snuff you because I see a Myron Gaines stuff in my algorithm all the time. If I like one left-wing person's post, I get a lot of left-wing stuff. It's crazy. The algorithm feeds you that stuff because I agree with some things on both sides.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. If you like enough like left-wing posts, like I saw some stuff like calling out the contradictions of Trump and Elon Musk. I like it. And then I get a lot of that stuff. I'm like, well, it's cool that this platform's not snuffing the opposer's opinion. That's what free speech is about. Now, do we have to pay you for your fucking free speech? Absolutely not, right? Because you don't want advertisers to advertise on like your videos and stuff like that. You know, it is what it is. Because I see people just blatantly like say the N-word, like just like stupid shit. Which whatever. I don't know. But check this out. So Alexander Augustine. So check this out. It says, crazy how Vivek Ramaswamy and Patrick Bet-David, the two model immigrants pushing for mass migration from a third world and condescending to Americans, both got their money just scamming the fuck out of Americans. So it says, Axovent had acquired the drug. This is Vivek Ramaswamy. Drug for $5 million in December 2014. 6 months before the IPO, after the majority of phase 2 trials had failed to meet the primary endpoints. And I think this was some sort of like drug, like some sort of like pharmaceutical drug that this made Vivek Ramaswamy rich, right? Failed to meet their primary endpoints in 2010, Ramaswamy devised a solution. His mother, Dr. Geetha Ramaswamy, conducted a new phase 2 trial in 2015 involving 684 subjects. This trial conveniently claimed to demonstrate sufficient improvement to support phase 3 trials. So this is like a drug they're making trials for, right? The aftermath was a triumphant $350 million IPO in 2015, followed by a drastic fall by September 2017. The stock had plummeted 75% after Ramaswamy and his mother announced the phase 3 trial. So pretty much they're saying that they made a drug, did some trials, made a bunch of money from it. It didn't work out. Boom, boom. Thank you, ma'am. I'm out.
Low key sounds like a scam and a rug pull. I can't even lie. And I like Vivek, but that low key, bro, if that's true, that sounds like a fucking scam.
Hello. Yeah. I'm like,
and I like Vivek, but if that is true, if like that, like you have this drug that never even hits the market, you raise hundreds of millions of dollars and you make billions of dollars off it, and then it never hits the market, your stock falls 99%, and you made money. I mean, dude, I would be pissed if I invested that. That's like, I mean, we can relate that to crypto terms, right? That's like launching a project, promising the world, oh, we're in phase 3, yeah, we're going to release it, and then just rug pulling it. But I mean, obviously he's protected for some reason. But that sounds like, allegedly, Vivek, I love you. If this is true, whatever we just read on the show, that allegedly sounds like a scam.
Well, I'm gonna be watching a lot. I'm gonna do a lot more research. You know, I'm gonna put on a fucking YouTube video and bebop around my house for a little bit and understand this more. Because people say shit online and maybe it's out of context. I want to see like the whole situation, but it's like not looking good. I think at the end of the day, if we're bringing skilled people here that are going to help us, whether that's H2 visas, whatever, that are doing like unskilled work, like housekeeping and
everyone,
and maybe what do you call it when they're working on grass and shit? I don't know what the fuck is that.
Grass keeping.
It's not grass. Yeah,
gardening, Rodney.
Gardening, whatever. They do it the best.
Escorts? We need escorts. No, I'm just kidding.
Landscaping. Thank you, coach.
Yeah. Landscaping, gardening. Not same shit. Sorry. But look, Rodney, here's the thing. We need both. We need people who are going to be engineers, biotech scientists, and doctors who are here for high skill visas. And we also need people on the H2 visas who are going to do landscaping, housekeeping,
I don't care.
Babysitting, all of those things that look, it's just the reality. It's not racist. Most Americans don't want to do those jobs. We do need those jobs. Construction as well. We do need these jobs. We do need these people who want to do those jobs here in America because it's better life to do it legally. That's all we ask. Come here legally. But they do need to make the process much easier because right now it's almost impossible to get an H2 visa. It takes years. If I was in El Salvador, if I was in Mexico, I'd walk across the border too. Can't say I wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
100% I would do
that. Yeah. Exactly.
So make it easier. If you are from Mexico, you have no criminal record, you want to come to America to make more money to support your family, it should be like a 6-month process. You apply, we check you out, we get you a job, you're good to go. Easy.
I think that, and it has to be like a lot of screening and stuff like that. I think people like it's not like black and white. Like, I don't want any immigration. It's like, no, we do want immigration. Obviously, this country was built on immigration, but we would like legit people that want to better our society to come into our country, not people that are undocumented we can't keep track of. So when they do some crazy shit, we don't know who to look for. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Steezy Fresh says, bro, Mexicans they're the hardest working people ever, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm from San Diego, Chula Vista.
I'm from Chicago.
San Ysidro area, bro. They're the hardest
I'm from
working
Chicago,
people.
Rodney.
Yeah.
I'm from ATL.
You
check in?
Every time I fucking stop in Atlanta airport, Jake's like, "You check in, fool?" I'm like, "Man,
you must
shut
fly
the
Delta
fuck."
all the time. Yeah, my hitters be telling me. But at the end of the day, I mean, there are hardworking people everywhere. If you go to Bali, Indonesia, the people there work so hard and they care so much, and they make like 50 cents an hour, and they are literally so attentive. So, yeah, I think we agree on everything. I want to pull this up. This is big news here, Rodney. Linda Yaccarino.
Yeah, I did talk about that. Here, I'm gonna take a piss real quick. You want to cover this?
Yeah.
I got pee-pee.
Go pee-pee.
Gotta go pee-pee.
Linda Yaccarino, I believe, is the CEO of X. She says in 2024, X changed the world. Now you are the media, which I would agree with. 2025 will connect you in ways never thought possible. X TV, which is the application that you can download on your TV, kind of like the YouTube app, which is going to be very good. X Money and Grok and many, many more. Buckle up. Happy New Year. So we went through XTV. As you guys know, it's going to be the streaming app that is available. Let's take Rodney out of that. The streaming app that's going to be available on X, similar to YouTube TV. You can now use XTV to watch this live stream. I think most of you guys, let us know how you're watching this right now, guys. Are you watching this on your computer? Are you watching it on your phone? Are you watching it on your TV? But XTV will be going live. And Rodney, I was just saying that it's the same thing as YouTube, right? Right now, I mean, think about this right now. It's January 1st, 2025. There's over 5,000 people that are tuning in right now. And most people are just on their phones. Some people on a desktop, right? It's not the best way. Like YouTube really is a great way to watch it. Just the application, the YouTube TV app. So that's coming. But X Money is something important to talk about, Rodney. We've been saying it for a long time. I think Elon confirmed it back in 2024. X Payments. Right now it's called X Money, but having some sort of a payment processing app here just to make the traditional financial system easier. I mean, dude, think about this. X.com started back in 2000 to be a bank, right? To be a digital bank
kind of thing,
to take down the traditional system because he saw issues with it. So we don't have too much information on what X Money is going to be, but I would imagine because of how pro-crypto Elon is and how much better cryptocurrency is than sending cash and dollars, that it's going to be like a PayPal service, a Venmo service, right? A Cash App service. We're able to easily send money back and forth through X Money. And I would imagine that he does implement crypto as well, Rodney. And if there's one or two cryptos that he'll probably implement, I think one is Doge for jokes. Elon likes to joke around. And number two, Rodney, one of our favorite tokens, XRP, and maybe even its stablecoin, RLUSD.
No, fuck that. Bitcoin and Doge. I don't think XRP.
I think so.
Probably. I'm fucking around. Sorry, XRP bros. But dude, I mean, this is perfect timing because this is one of the things we were talking about during pretty much the entire year, the last couple of years, right? Actually, after he bought X. But the thing is, like, we never had like a government that was pro crypto, right? Now we're going to have a government that's theoretically pro crypto, and we're hoping that Donald Trump gets a lot done when he gets into office. So yeah, very interesting, and I'm really interested to see like how big of like a platform X is going to become, because this is more than just you posting your feelings and thoughts on like an open forum. It's growing so fast, it's becoming so powerful, and everyone knocked Elon Musk at the time for making this purchase, right? And the media hated it and stuff. It was a big decider in the election, in my opinion. Like, Drake, I mean, this is huge,
the biggest,
the
number
biggest
one. Yeah,
mainstream media was hating on it, and then they finally realized that, wow, you know, this is a big platform. And what I love about this, it's something we always mention, Jake, is that, like I mentioned before, as much as we love our opinions and our biases, the other people get a platform to talk to. And a lot of these people are monetized who hate Elon Musk, who are calling out Elon Musk. That's what free speech is about. And TV, can we have a competitor to YouTube? Because so far, no one has been able to do it. Now, YouTube, in my opinion, has calmed down a little bit on the censorship. They have. But getting demonetized and stuff for some of these bigger content creators, like luckily, Jake and I have other platforms to post. But if it was just YouTube, man, it is a tough platform to grind on sometimes. You know, but I wonder if X can be a competitor, you know?
I think it can. I think it will. I mean, X, I think that, look, X is in 2025, 2024, I guess we can talk about. Not many people around the world still had X, which is crazy. How many people did you go to, like, hey, yeah, I post content. Like, yeah, do you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah, I do, but I'm mostly on X. Like, I don't have X. I'm like, really? You don't like? How do you not have X?
I do that all the time. Yeah, you got to get on X. Look at whatever you're doing with YouTube. Do the same. Just upload the videos to X. It's the same thing, you know.
It's the same thing. Reach is good. I think that like one important thing with X too, if you're talking about uploading videos, is the fact that people can retweet it. You know, if someone likes your video, they can retweet it. Where on YouTube, they can copy the link, share it. It's
a lot of steps.
It's a little bit different. So I think that X is the future. I'm excited for XTV. I'm excited for X payments. Obviously, Grok has made some significant changes, right? Since it launched. I mean, it launches like literally just answering words. Now it has videos. It has pictures. I would imagine that it gets somewhere near Sora, where on Grok you can type in, hey, make a video of this and show me this, and it will create like a video. I mean, there's movies being made with AI. So I'm all in on X. I think it's going to be a huge year in 2025. And I mean, X payments is going to be huge. I can imagine like, you know, even like tips. Can we tip yet? I think we can tip.
Yeah, you can tip
on live streams though yet, right?
Yeah, you can tip. So, which is pretty interesting. So, the XRP army is ready for XRP. Oh, so this is our XRPL meme coin. Shout out to you guys.
#1 cult token on the XRPL. All
right,
a lot of XRP tokens have been absolutely sending. Shout out to Crypto Mango. Appreciate the donation, my guy.
You guys want to talk about the Kekius Maximus thing real quick? Because that's obviously really important. Elon Musk changed his profile picture. Everyone's freaking out. So check this out. Elon Musk is now Kekius Maximus. So
send Pepe higher.
So yeah, I guess there's a Kek meme coin. A lot of them that had Kek in the name or are pumping. And Kek is like Pepe has such deep internet rooted memes. You know what I mean? Like it's just a big deal. That's why I always say Pepe is so bullish, because it's a meme older than Bitcoin itself. A lot of people think this is related to crypto, and I don't think it is. Javi, happy New Year, baby. I think the issue, not the issue, but I think the thing is like it's just Elon Musk being a internet troll and nerd, like. You know what I mean? Yeah, 4chan and Pepe. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. So check this out. So obviously the BBC reports on Elon Musk's new PFP. We're going to read on the New York Post because I thought it was interesting. So it says, here's why Elon Musk changed his name to X Kekius Maximus and what it means. So Elon Musk bizarrely changed his X profile name to Kekius Maximus on Tuesday, sparking a flood of questions from supporters and critics alike. And people are just taking this too seriously, in my opinion. He's just a fucking troll, right? The world's richest man, who boasts nearly 210 million followers on the platform, he has owned since 2022, also switched up his profile avatar to feature an image of a popular Pepe the Frog character clad in gladiator-like armor. So it's from the Gladiator, right? Maximus, right? Musk, a confidant of President-elect Donald Trump, has yet to offer a full explanation of his sudden name change, but here are some reasons, right? So they're giving us some reasons, right? So Elon watchers online have suggested that the new moniker is a bizarre combination of Pepe the Frog and Russell Crowe's character Maximus Decimus Meridius. So obviously from the Gladiator, which we just watched, Jake, which is a banger, right? Musk's new profile image shows Pepe the Frog in a golden armor while holding a video game controller. So everyone is just like talking about what's going on. They're talking about the Boys Club and how it was, represented as a white supremacist and the alt-right during the 2016 presidential election. But the Anti-Defamation League dubbed the character a hate symbol and described it as alt-rights, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I just think he just changed his profile picture to be, because he's a meme guy. He changed it to a Pepe. Like probably all the hate that's coming towards him right now because of his stance on H-1B1s and stuff, and everybody feels betrayed, you could say, because of immigration and stuff like that. I think people are just making some shit up. But I think the reason why he changed his profile picture is because of all the hate and stuff like that. And he's just a troll. Just a troll.
I think he's trying to send Pepe to the fucking trillions. I think he wants Pepe to flip Bitcoin. He obviously loves Pepe. I mean, he's bull posted Pepe a lot.
How's Pepe doing right now?
But then does he love Pepe or does he love the meme, right? Does he love the token or the meme?
He loves the meme.
I think a little bit of both. You can't love Pepe, the frog, the token, without loving the meme, and vice versa. But I think the Kek stands for like laughing, right? In the internet days, like Kek, LOL, Maximus, forever, laughing hard, I think is the translation.
Yeah,
I think he's just being a troll. I don't think it's crazy. Like this dude changes his profile picture and everybody freaks out. Who cares? It's Pepe the Frog. Send it higher. We love it. Kekius Maximus, but there was a Kek token, Kexius token.
Yeah,
that absolutely
900%.
Dude, crazy.
So obviously a link to gaming. So, Coach mentioned this in the chat. It says the Tesla founder teased his handle change in a post on X Tuesday, writing, Kekis Maximus will soon reach level 80 in hardcore PoE. So Path of Exile, which is a game that he's been grinding. How does this nigga have time to like become top in some of these games? Like he's literally on all day, probably barely sleeps,
Yeah, it's crazy. I think he's the #1 player in Diablo.
Yeah.
I think he's, top in PoE. It's crazy. I mean, I actually, bro, I really don't believe this is a conspiracy. He can't be human. He just cannot. Like, there's human limitations that he is surpassing, right? Like, he's the head of Tesla, the head of SpaceX, the head of Neuralink, the head of the Boring Company, the head of X. He's the #1 player in Diablo. #1. He has 10 kids. He's now the head of Doge. I mean, he is just
What?
Dude. It's impossible to do that as one human, unless you already have the Neuralink and you're not human. Like I really think if there's one person that came from outer space and was not human, it could probably be Elon.
It's got to be him, right?
It's not normal what he's doing, right? Like, can we all agree? Like that's a life of like 15 people, and he's doing it all seamlessly and still shit posting along the way.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. It just goes to show how crazy his work ethic is. You know what I mean? And what I've noticed about this whole situation, Jake, is like a lot of people are trying to break him and Donald Trump up. They're trying to make like some sort of division between the two, but it looks like they have each other's back, which I like. And obviously Trump has a big ego, but I think he's definitely different from 2000. Hook me up with Neuralink, turn me into Elon's Winter Soldier. I know. Shout out to the message from Coach. But I think that a lot of people are trying to break them up by playing on Trump's ego and saying, Trump, Elon Musk is trying to be the president and stuff like that. It's like, I think they're like a team, you know what I mean? And obviously Trump is the president, obviously, right? And Elon Musk is a person that wants to help push his agenda. So a lot of people trying to break them up. A lot of people upset about his support for immigrants. But I think when you get down to brass tacks, the core of everything, I think that we just want the best people for the job that come here legally and try to do the best for the American culture. So
Edgar says, Jake, you seen the video I tagged you on IG about Elon being the creator of Bitcoin? I've been saying that for years now. I have, just because I read his biography.
Yeah.
Autobiography, his biography, where Walter Isaacson followed him around. And he was detailing him launching X.com back in 2000 to take out the banks. And I go, oh, wow. 9 years later, someone named Satoshi Nakamoto launches Bitcoin. And guess what? It would never be the guy, the smartest guy in the world that's revolutionized every other industry. You know why? Because he's only tweeting about Dogecoin. Smartest thing to do. I would do that if I was Elon, if I launched Bitcoin. Rodney, can we play the funniest video that you'll see in 2025? The best video. This is how you start off. I mean, two of the best dancers you'll ever see. Who says white guys can't dance? Let's give it a listen. Look at Trump. Look at that dance move.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
I love it, dude. It's absolutely bullish.
Crazy.
20 days till hopefully some normalcy returns to the world. I can't lie. I did have some political talks with one of my brothers who is
hardcore at this.
Far left.
Which is crazy.
Far left. We went deep. Well, dude, you know how he started? I would never start a political conversation.
Elon Musk is a schmuck.
Yeah, dude, we're at dinner, like just a nice dinner, having a nice time, Christmas Eve with my family, just talking. And all of a sudden he just looks at me and goes, Elon Musk is a schmuck. And I go, Elon Musk is a great guy that's trying to save humanity. And then from there, it turns into, targeting your political opponents. He was saying that Trump is going to target his political opponents. I'm like, hello? Do you not know what happened the last 4 years?
Yeah. I don't, it's just, he's just salty. He got mad at me for saying Kamala. He's like, her name's Kamala. You're pronouncing it wrong on purpose. And I was like, nigga. It's like, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I don't really watch the mainstream media a lot. I didn't know it was pronounced a certain way. If someone called me Rodney instead of Rodney, I wouldn't be like,
Rodney.
Fucker, like he was pissed. I was like,
we should, I was like, we should do like a live stream and talk about this. Cause I don't get offended, like I'll say my points. He says his points. Maybe we should invite him on, put him right in the middle.
Yeah.
And just go through all his concerns.
And double tag team him a bit real quick.
And he could bring, honestly, hey, Scott, you can bring someone else. I hope he brings like a crazy Karen, purple hair.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The thing is, like, sometimes people are just getting reason. Like, you can't reason with some people sometimes. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's best if we just stay in our little echo chamber here. On we agree on a lot of shit.
But we played stuff that were against Vivek, Patrick McDavid, and Donald Trump. Some contradictions. Like, I'm going to give you the news as if I see some irregularities, I'm going to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to like dunk on
Vivek. We gotta. Can we do a deep dive on Vivek today and find out what actually happened? Because like, if you do become a billionaire off that, it's like, that's a rug pull.
It's a rug pull. Oh, sorry about the trials. Didn't work.
Sorry. Thanks for the 20 bandos, suckers.
Thanks for the cheese, baby.
Let's end it with this. The price of Bitcoin.
Yes. Love that.
For New Year's Day, the past decade, Rodney, and I want to ask you what your prediction is going to be in 1 decade from now.
Yeah.
I actually found out about a Bitcoin here. I think that's when I first heard about it. New York Times. Actually, bro, there was kids on my baseball team in 2013 buying Bitcoin. I can't believe I didn't buy any. 2015, $314. 2016, $434. 2017, $1,000. 2018, $15,000. 2019, $3,794. Look how big of a drop that is, right? 2020, $7,000. 2021, $29,000.
Wow.
2022, $47,000 on New Year's. 2023, we had 16,000. 2024 on January 1st was 42,000. And then today, 93,500, Roddy.
Yeah.
Do you think that we continue this trend and we see Bitcoin essentially go up year after year after year for the next decade? Or do you think it's going to be a little bit different?
Yeah. Interesting. I think that, I mean, who knows? But I think that the next decade, I think that we're going to have like a $2 million Bitcoin. I think that's definitely possible.
2 million?
Yeah. If we keep going on the same trajectory, you know what I mean? Flying demand, baby.
It's high.
Yeah, it's high.
Could happen, but that's pretty high for me. I think
Jack Dorsey says $1 million by 2030. So 2035, maybe 2 million.
Let's go.
Exponential growth. I mean, who knows? 2
million. Yeah. Anything's possible. Stay away from politics with friends and family. Crypto G. Good morning, G. How you doing? She says, bring him on. Maybe we do bring him on. Maybe we do bring him onto the show and just have a little conversation.
It's going to be a debate. We're going to get into it. That's
fine, but I don't get offended. Like if someone doesn't like my political views, I don't care. I'm just going to tell you what I believe to be the truth, and you can tell me what you believe to be the truth.
Oh, I'm talking some shit, but like smart shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be educated. Make sure our brains
are
working.
It makes people go crazy. We see a black guy that grew up poor, like talking about like.
Yeah, wear your MAGA hat too. I think that we need to make sure our brain is working. Have you found that my brain, guys? For those that don't know who joined in late, we gave up nicotine, and my brain is not working. It's not sharp.
You got to take some time off, or not time off, but you got to like get out there and sweat. I'm gonna be sweating a lot today, so.
I just, I woke up in my sleep last night, fucking sweating bullets. And then I ran today. My sweat was different on the treadmill this morning. I got up and ran. My sweat was different. I'm sweating out all the nicotine.
Before you go, let's check this out real quick because Whitney Cummings went on CNN last night. Did you see that? And roasted the shit out of him. This is pretty funny.
Fried our brains. 2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off?
Go for it.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's. Oh, God. Andy just gave me a very scary look.
No!
CNN.
Got him.
Yeah. All right, we're out of here. See ya.
Yeah, they're trying to make a comeback. You got to make CNN great again. That's honestly what they're trying to do. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw Diplo too. Diplo was on there. They're like, Diplo, when was the last time you took LSD? He's like, right now. They're like, you're high right now. He's like, I'm tripping balls on CNN. So I don't know what's going on with CNN, but it's the year of the comeback. I like it. I'm buying CNN stock. I'm longing CNN, baby. CNN to the moon. Fuck it.
Yeah,
right, that's the show. Rodney, 6,400 people on our first show back. We should let everybody know. What is today? It's today, like, I feel like today's a Monday because we didn't stream. It's a Wednesday. All right, so we have 2 more shows this week, guys. We'll be back 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, give up your bad habits. Give up the nicotine. Give up the pornography. Give up the alcohol. Give up the weed. Put the joints down. Go work out. 2025 is going to be the best year of our lives.
Yes, sir.
Bull Run's here. Super Cycle's here. Peace out, everybody. God bless.